Ladies and gentlemen, George Santos has been an obsession of Democrats. They feel that he should be kicked out of Congress because he lied to his constituents. George Santos lied while campaigning to his constituents, to the people that he was representing, okay? He didn't lie to the entire country. George Santos wasn't on MSNBC and CNN close to 300 times. 200 to 300 times like Adam Schiff. Adam Schiff, since 2016, stated that he had evidence that Trump was an operative of another country, and he told that not just to his constituents, not just to a small number of people within his home state. No, he told that to the entire world, for anyone to see. Anyone tuning in to MSNBC and CNN, ABC News, CBS. He was on Fox News also. So, New York Post, Adam Schiff faces calls to be removed from Congress. GOP lawmaker introduces a resolution to expel Adam Schiff from Congress. Representative Anna Paulina Luna, I talked about that yesterday. And Kevin McCarthy is going to call a vote on this, which will be absolutely phenomenal. He calls a vote. They expel Adam Schiff from Congress via the resolution, and we'll see what happens, okay? Usually resolutions, we don't, there are other things that have to take place in addition to a resolution for him to be completely removed or expelled from Congress. But the Hill, Florida Republican, moves to expel Schiff from Congress. Politico, could Dems push to expel George Santos? A nudge the GOP. Okay, so I'm reading this as a Politico article. They want it's interesting. It's like, you know what? You wanna here. This is interesting. Could Dems push to expel George Santos? Nudge the GOP to give floor time to a measure evicting Adam Schiff from the House? Speaker Kevin McCarthy. So that's going to happen. Kevin McCarthy will eventually. You get enough Republicans on board, and there's enough Republicans who will be on board. Because the thing is, this hurt all Republicans, even the never-Trumpers, which, by the way, there aren't many never-Trumpers in Congress, but there are no never-Bidens. Why is that? You ever wonder why there are no never-Bidens? Okay? Democrats push a lie on a national stage. And then they move the goalposts and say, well, that was intelligence. Well, so what? If you know anything about intelligence, Bay of Pigs, Gulf of Tonkin, WMD, Facebook ads, when has intelligence on a major topic been right? On a major issue, okay? Oftentimes, on the most, grandiose scale, unfortunately, Intel has been wrong. You need an intelligence age. You need an intelligence community. I'm not saying you don't need one, but you don't need them to send Americans to never-ending counterinsurgency conflicts, military quagmires, wars. So that's what happens when they just mess up. Okay. Here, though, you have wonderful, morally superior, highly educated liberal Democrats who are still to this day convinced that Trump defeated Clinton with the help of the Kremlin. These are the same people who will cite the Washington Post 140,000 lies from Trump. Most of what they call a lie is true. There was a CBS analyst, CBS, I forgot exactly what publication. There was an analyst that actually went through the Washington Post lies, the alleged lies from Trump. A quarter of them were just absolutely true. They weren't lies at all. And then like another 30% were like hyperbolic. And so anyway, these were blatant lies. Far worse than anything George Santos did. The Durham Probe report showed, we already knew this to a great extent, but categorically there was no reason for any intel agency to go after an incoming Republican candidate. Imagine if the Bush administration did that to President Obama. Democrats would never allow that. Imagine if Trump did that to Biden. They would never allow that. Imagine if an outgoing Republican administration began an investigation on a dossier purchased by the direct rival of the Democrat who is going into office. Okay? Just if the tables were turned, I know that there's brilliant, highly educated liberal Democrats who are wonderful, so educated and smart and just brilliant. What if the tables were turned? Put yourself in Trump's shoes. What if you were accused of something you didn't do? So, for example, Bernie Sanders was cheated by the Democratic Party. He never fought back. He never even acknowledged the fact that he was cheated. Okay, this is the way Democrats work. They either crush you or they make you accept something that is so disgusting and horrible. So he was cheated. $200 million of his Bernie Sanders voters' money goes to the DNC and Clinton. Then Clinton promptly purchases the Steele dossier, gets fined. The FEC fines Clinton and the DNC, never fined Trump for Stormy. Yet, somehow, some way, prosecutors in New York, the DA in Manhattan, indicts Trump, which is a sad, really sad and pathetic attempt at knocking him out of 24. But everybody knows, even Democrats know, it was a political stunt. See, if Trump was like this maniac that broke the law all the time, everybody would know that. But if you have the Manhattan DA going after him purely for politics, and you have all these other investigations that are purely political, everyone knows that too. They just don't like Trump. So Adam Schiff is one of the reasons that you have friends disowning family members, that you have, Thanksgiving dinners and New Year's Eve, dinners, and, the morally superior, almost always apoplectic, highly educated liberal at the dinner table. Oh my God, the Kremlin, he's Putin's friend and puppet. These are all absurd hoaxes. It was never true. This is absurd, ridiculous propaganda that Democrats just ate up. All you have to say is intel or experts, or they get these Pavlovian responses from certain words. Well, if the experts say it, well, what if the experts disagree with you? Oh, those aren't good experts. Intel, by the way, agreed with Trump on a whole bunch of things. But that's Trump's intel. So the Democrat intel that backs the Democratic Party narrative, that's good intelligence. Those are the good people. Anyway, when Trump was president, they never trusted government. When he was president, they only trusted government that opposed Trump, or government officials bureaucrats that opposed Trump. What Schiff did was divide the country. You talk about polarization. At a certain point, Democrats are going to have to look in the mirror and say, okay, they're the ones who started all this polarization. I don't care if somebody votes for Adam Schiff or Biden or Fetterman or whatever. I don't care. If you want to vote for Fetterman and Biden, I really don't care. Okay, you'd have a better chance deciphering whale sounds than listening to those two speak, but whatever. I don't really care. It's the Democrats who disown friends and family. It's the Democratic loyalists or whatever, partisans, or they're the ones who don't literally purge themselves of any supporters of Trump. So therefore, they don't understand the corruption within their political party. They're ignorant to that. So they feel good about themselves. And they believe nonsense from people like this gentleman who lied through his teeth 200 to 300 times on MSNBC and CNN. The Mueller probe found nothing. Trump defeated Clinton fair and square, yet, gee, isn't that interesting? They never accepted those results. Why is that? Okay, you're talking about the most disingenuous hypocrites who have ever walked the planet. You could say what you like about Trump. Oh, he's mean, all that. But you know what? He's a better human being. Trump is a much better human being than a lot of Democrats that we can name. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe to this channel right now. I'll be back in about an hour. He'll be expelled when there's a vote. Give me your thoughts. Thank you.